Hello.
quick roll call to make sure that everyone is at least character sheets at the ready, snacks and drinks at the ready, which I'm actually not. But fortunately, I just had to do one like aggressive lunge over to my stash of soda. Um, no, it's not Mountain Dew.
I am back.
Good timing. Redra,
Hi.
Herkbla,
Bleh.
Union,
I'm Union.
Zealous,
Oh my darn! Yes.
Ethercorpse.
Hi.
Okay. Unfortunately, Skorgaboo is suffering some power outages. For the future us listening in on the VOD as to why he's not here. If he shows up, great, fantastic. If not, he's just going to be riding his bear because
Bear.
bear. So quick summation of where we last left off. The party, as it stands, with the accompaniment of the Ainsworth cousin gnomes, their adorable ponies, Morgan Thorg upon borrowed mounts, made way from the river end just south of Rheindorf over towards the final resting place, air quotes, at that point in time, of Zealous, their Warforged companion, with the intent and um, hope that the clerical and divine magics of the Ainsworths would be able to return to life everyone's beloved wall puncher. Upon arrival, they found that the cairn was lightly disturbed, stones scattered about, but no more than when they had left it after their first return here to pay their respects when Riley was so kind as to cast gentle repose upon Zealous's still form. Which totally didn't almost wear out right as y'all got there. After some less than well chosen words in regards to Zealous's previous state, the party has decided that they are going to return to Innsland. Hopes for spending some form of downtime, finding a safer line of work for the time being.
Ridra has to find her friends.
As well as to try and fill in the void, the emptiness in their party's numbers. It is at this point early afternoon. Zealous has just reclaimed his warhorse, which doesn't emote because it's warhorse, very well trained. Morgan Thorg still have Bella. Other than that, what would y'all like to do?
Wait, you gave them Bella?
You're not here.
No, they took Bella.
No, they found Bella when Union lost her.
I didn't lose Bella.
Yes,
You
you
lost
did.
Bella?
Redra stole Bella.
I did not steal anything for more than a couple minutes.
Including the baby. But
I never stole the baby.
Because he does not speak orc.
And at some point, it was translated something about eating babies and the like. So the orcs do not trust Union with Bella anymore.
Union is the best uncle.
What are y'all doing?
Turning over in my grave.
Sleeping, then heading to Innsland. Yeah.
You don't have a grave. Sleeping in
what?
It is mid-afternoon.
Heading to Innsland. Yeah.
I think we should make our way toward Innsland.
Okay, let's go.
Zealous, this is Ridra.
Hi, I'm Ridra.
We're going to go toward inland. Do you have any objections?
I'm a spy, but you can trust me.
She
Just blink.
said she stole your food,
Yes.
and she's still here?
Joseph doesn't quite know why she's still here either.
But you do?
Well,
Joseph
no.
and Bear are riding off, complaining something. It just should have thrown her in the river.
Joseph thinks she should have gone back into the river with her barrel.
I am very trustworthy, and I can get information for you. That's what I do.
You said Jill was riding off?
Well, yeah, y'all decided you're going to Edlin, so Joseph heading towards Edlin.
And I'm gonna climb right back in Union's bag.
Well, she does this. As you can see, we're not at quite the level of staffing where we can so readily dispose of valuable assets.
I'm gonna get on my war horse and follow Jill.
That's my...
Let Union just talk to
You
himself.
need a tail!
Are you upset about that?
No, I just didn't see it before. Sorry, digression. Union will get on the horse he bought for Ideal and follow follow Zealous and Joe with Rudra on his head.
I'm in your bag, not your head.
You're always in my head.
Oh,
I didn't know y'all had connected that deeply already.
me neither.
Yeah.
She's your old lady.
Really, Ridger's just not there. Union's just talking to himself.
I mean, that's my headcanon now.
See, old lady has a different connotation where I'm from. When's the wedding? But anyhow, the party progression makes a good bit of headway, about halfway. Following, I presume y'all are going to follow the lake as y'all had done on your way to Gruffin.
Yeah, sure.
Probably makes sense to go around. Although, roads.
Literally just backtracking.
Yeah, but roads. The Romans built them for a reason.
There are no roads this way.
I know, but I'm debating we could go the other way. Get to Gruffin, then follow the road. It might be faster.
No.
Joe takes a swig from his flask. Like, well, make up your mind.
You disagree, Zealous?
There's rivers, and you have to go back around the lake.
Very well. We can travel through the wilderness. Yeah,
Which
so I think
last time, but you wanted to use boats or something.
I do not exactly recall, which is a lot has happened.
Think of it this way: we might figure out who killed you.
We know who killed me.
Not you.
Are we talking about Zealous?
Union. Not everything is about you. Takes another swig from his flask.
I mean, it sort of seemed that way this past week.
Wow, how self-centered. Can you guys believe this guy?
You are literally riding in my backpack like a reverse kangaroo.
All right,
What's
follow
your
the
push?
lake.
Yep, following the lake.
Follow the lake.
There's no further commentary after that. Could have left her in the barrel.
Could have.
Now, I'm sure I know what Joseph would like to do, but party, do you intend to make camp or rest for the evening?
I'm fine with just going.
We have a baby.
The
good
baby
for
can
going.
sleep in a bag.
What was that, Zealous?
I'm good for going.
I vote going.
I am outvoted, and this has become a democracy, so let us press on.
It wasn't a democracy.
Good old times.
Okay.
Did Union fall off his elk when he lost it?
I didn't fall off my yo. Made a noble sacrifice.
Have you tried summoning him again?
No, I have not recently, no.
You actually did, like, a couple hours ago.
Yeah, well, not recent. I mean, Ridra saw that. Presumably, she's talking about since that failed attempt.
Yeah, presumably.
I don't know how to take that.
Why are you presuming? But anyhow, fortunately, the overall travel has not been too hard on your animals. They had time to rest during the resurrection, a little bit of downtime there, so they're able to make it throughout the darker hours of the twilight. Here the moon is about a sliver there overhead. Um, and you would gauge it's somewhere between anywhere between 1 and 3 in the morning. Very wide gap. We don't have anyone who has that wonderfully cheating feat that lets you know exactly what time it is. When they do start to show a bit of wear and can be either urged on, which would allow you to complete the trip all the way to Innsland, or must rest.
I don't have a horse in this race, so
I pitched Ridra and the bag into the lake.
in what?
Like,
Just throws his entire backpack with you in it into the lake.
Oh,
no. For that pun. No, I think push on to get to Insulin.
Best 15, Union,
Oh boy.
as basically the party is sort of doing the slow trot, trying to decide. You see what looks to be this sort of purplish, purple pink light there at the bottom of the lake. Pulse once, twice, and out. No one else caught it. Now it's a very quick bop, bop, blah.
Union's gonna pull rein and come up short and just sort of furrow his brow looking at the lake.
you looking for fish?
No.
There's fish in Innsland, you know.
Ridra, I'm not looking.
My grandpa used to know this guy who sells amazing fish. I could
I
probably
reached around and put a hand over her mouth.
Just like grab the snout.
Ridra, I'm not looking for fish. I saw a flashing light at the bottom of the lake. I let go of the snout.
Oh, you're crazy.
I was about to say, you're seeing lights now?
Did you not see it?
No.
Joseph?
He's like a good 30 feet ahead because he didn't stop. Him and the bear have got their rhythm down at this point, having traveled hundreds of miles together already. What?
I. Never
Oh,
mind.
crap, y'all stopped again. shakes his flask.
None of
Grumbles.
you saw it?
No, I'm too busy reading notes. I mean, writing notes.
Pulse, pulse, pulse. It's much further out and far fainter, deeper in the lake. Zealous, you just can barely catch it.
Right, there's something out there, I think.
Yeah, fish.
Not besides the fish.
I appreciate
I
that
think you're
Zealous.
just
I
hungry.
have to say, I think Zealous thinks fish produce light. At least lake fish. That makes me
You
feel
don't know
nice.
what kind of fish they have back there. I mean, everyone else, not you.
Oh, I'm like, kind of.
Like I said, my grandpa's cook can make some fish. It'll be fine. You can just not be hungry until then.
Well, I'm not a good swimmer, Zealous. I don't think you can swim.
Never tried.
How far out into the lake does it look?
At this point, it's just out of your range of view, when it last pulsed. As far as your the reach of your dark vision.
Well, let us mark that Ridra. Mark it down as one more mystery in the world.
Okay. Crazy tieflings. Got it.
Unit size. Alright, let us catch up for Joseph before the bag gets distracted by a bee's nest or something.
Yes, it's the bear getting distracted we're worried about.
Zealous, a little appreciation would be nice.
For what? Seeing light?
No, I brought you back from the dead.
So you claim.
Technically, the clerics brought him back from the dead. We just paid for it.
Well, yes, but whose money do you think it was?
Wasn't it mostly Joe's?
Party fund?
And I am a member of the party.
That doesn't mean you brought him to life.
You didn't spurs the horse onward.
I actually missed that. What?
Which that?
What he just said?
He just said, screw this, and got his horse moving.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Okay. Any Constitution saving throws from the mounts, please and thank you. The bear fucking crits it, because of course it does.
It's a bear.
What is the con modifier of a horse?
You're a riding horse, if I recall correctly.
+1.
Plus one. Danke.
Okay. Doing math. Yeah. All right. So, you are greeted as saddle sore as you're beginning to get there, riding throughout the night after already a long travel there within to the high walls of Innsland just over the horizon as the first lights of the sun begin to pierce and warm the day. As before, when you had traveled going the other way across the lake, a soft fog does build up as the hot and cold begin to compete. A clammy humidity to the air, soon left behind as you enter the more open field, and you can see the farmlands and the realm of sustenance that supports the city of Innslen. It is best you can gauge probably about 7, 8 in the morning when your weary mounts manage to reach the westernmost gate of Innslen proper. Here you see a city that is still on what appears to be some level of high alert. There are in total 8 guards standing at the ready, 2 spearmen and 2 archers in support. They watch your approaching party with eyes of suspicion. Before, as you get closer, the many of you that are wearing your mark of the Adventuring Guild seems to give them a soft relief.
Remind me, was the city on this low high alert when we left?
No, but a large portion of the town guard and Adventuring Guild went to Rheindorf.
Oh yeah.
And you technically traveled quicker than them, because large body of people traveling versus small group. But they're a bright-eyed, auburn-haired young man that appears to be wearing a mark of rank himself. You'd place him probably as a specialist of some sort. Not quite a actual officer, but probably in the verge thereof. Calls your party to a halt about 20 feet before you reach him. Don't mind. Could you please state your business? Here in the adventuring city of Innslen.
I live here.
We are
Squints at the
adventurers returning to initiate a new member into the guild.
Squints at orcs.
They are friends.
Whereabouts you returning from?
Rheindorf.
Grafen.
The grave. He closes the gap between your party and himself, kind of glancing at your marks. All right, checks out. Sorry for the delay. You may want to get those beasts stabled. They look like they went through hell and back. Welcome home.
Thank you.
Is your backpack talking?
It does that from
Poke
time
my head
to
out.
time. This is Ridra.
Welcome to Innslen, where monster races aren't killed on sight.
I live here. It's fine.
Enchanted Batman Cobalt speech.
But they don't so much open the gate as it is already partially open enough that one by one you're able to file in. But the spearmen do step out of the way, and the archers lower their bows and slowly release the tension from their draw. Proceeding inward, you are greeted with the sights, sounds, and smells of the thriving city already well into its morning. Even this far out, you can hear calls for various street foods, individuals trying to hawk their wares and services. Most notably, though, there is this loud, not exactly shrill, but definitely high, physically trained voice that seems to pierce beyond the cacophony of the just din of a multitude of conversations of one of the criers informing of victory at Rheindorf. Other than that, the city is yours to do with it as you so please.
Hey, so where are you guys staying?
We left here at some speed.
Okay, but if I leave, where can I find you guys?
Well, I rented rooms before. You would tell her where the inn was.
All right, cool. I'm gonna hop out of the bag and just take off.
But you need to.
And she's gone.
Right.
Quickly lost in the winding back alleys of the western district of Insland.
I am going and looking for criminal contact.
Duly noted.
Well, Joseph Zealous, maybe we should report to the guild.
I'm gonna stable the horse, and I've got other things to tend to, which I'm gonna need that. He points at the bag with Ideal's head. And Bella.
First, what do you have in mind, Zealous? Because you are taking a head and a baby. You're not exactly.
What's wrong with that? You're carrying them.
I'm not carrying Bella. The orcs won't let me have her. I was carrying Rid.
All the same, what's the difference?
One's a baby, and the other is Bella.
Oh, Wait, what?
Okay. Joseph informs you that he has to go and restock on his vitals.
Or drugs.
They're not drugs. He and his bear storm off, offended.
I'm not doing this whole leader thing very well.
Look, if the orcs are following him, I really need to get Bella.
The orcs are following him. With Bella. Zealous, you should probably go get some sleep as he works his way out of sight. Heading towards the nearest market.
Yeah, okay, I can deal with Bella's thing tomorrow.
Do you want Ideal's remains?
I still do.
Very well. Please treat it with respect.
I mean, I am gonna go stable the horse, though.
I will hand over the bag.
Zealous, you slip off your horse to get it stabled. You are still you're wibbly wobbly, but not falling down. As my page with general fees closes itself.
Oh, don't worry about fees. I literally can't pay.
Wait.
Then you are refused service because stabling costs money. Especially stabling a horse that's trying to bite me, good sir.
I assumed Union was coming.
Yeah, Union would come because he needs a stable. I guess I can't keep calling it Ideal's horse, but
Yes,
like
you can.
the red horse. Yeah.
Oh, you were also left with Bella horse.
And Bella's horse.
Yeah, the orcs did not take Bella horse.
Fair.
For staying for the day, if you're going to stay here at the Western Stables, is going to be 5 silver per steed.
What's the going rate at the Adventurers Guild?
I don't work there.
All right, fine. Union will pay.
Like thousands of gold is sitting in his bag, and he's complaining about 1.5 gold.
Look.
He paid 700 to get a strange cat beast.
You're gonna disrespect Enigma? Enigma was so good.
You sacrificed him.
I did not.
Intentionally.
I didn't know where Enigma was. We had to get Orson.
Sacrifice so many
By the
people.
dead.
Look, he has a lot to redeem. Alright, so we stable the horses. Union would then head to the Adventurers Guild, the guild hall.
And Silas is gonna head towards, I think it was the Bard College. The name I don't remember.
Singing Sword.
Ah.
Okay. Alright, Zealous. We'll deal with you first. Making way northward to the land occupied by the School of the Singing Sword, it is a little less active than your last visit. It's as if a sizable number of adventurers all bolted off to go make a name for themselves. But still, you make your way through the standard progression. There, the first field is your novice drills being run, rather adorable for anyone even of relative seasoning. Making your way in, it becomes that's first set of high walls and hedge walls. Beyond, you can there are a series of duels, one-on-one combats, but most notably, there appears to be a paired combat going on that is rather intense.
Paired combat, is that like 2v2?
Yes.
I mean, how intense?
Currently speaking, it's you're welcome to roll, we'll say, an investigation. This will be your grasp of the combatant's strength.
Oh, this is gonna go well. I already see that mod. Oof!
Shoo! You're a little, death sucks. It really puts a whole new perspective on things, and you're still coming to grips with it.
I guess I'll just proceed on.
Give me a moment. I'm waiting on replies. You got your reply. Okay. You lied to me.
I did not.
You lied had to be.
I did not.
Prep work out the fucking window.
We are a pair.
Imagine you're.
What did you do?
He
For-
assumed
For a
things.
few weeks now,
Oh,
someone
he
said he
assumed.
was coming in as a specific kind of character.
No. I
And
never said I
then-
was. I just said there was one.
And then I
I
got someone
said there
else's character. So, that's cool. That's pretty neat. Here's do my prep work before session. Go ahead and just throw that out the window. One moment, please, as we ad hoc this real fucking quick.
Going.
It's not my fault you assumed.
Sir, when you're talking about a character, it is safe to assume you're talking about your character. No, at no point in time did you say you were making hers. Now go sit in your corner.
He didn't make mine. I made mine.
Yeah.
Your introduction will be later, sir.
Okay.
Grumble, grumble.
Are you stealing my I made mine. You're stealing.
No.
No.
He just informed poorly.
Oh, I see what you.
Yes.
That's what you.
Yeah. So it's still a paired
you
combat.
did kind of, Aggie. That's kind of on you because you kind of did put it off a little bit, like you were.
That's all right.
I've been sick.
It's fine. You know, there goes that cool mental image.
I kind of understand what I think you were trying to do with Mud.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate it
So it's
because it would have been
good
really
Zealous
creepy.
got a 0.
Yeah, let's not pay attention to that roll, please.
Well, fortunately, you can go ahead and describe your character for us, please, Blade Singer. Now I gotta figure out what the hell arson actually is.
To be honest, for like a long time, I thought he was gonna be too. So there is. I'm sorry.
You would be having a contest, so to speak. You and your mentor against another pair.
I'm with him. I'm with him. That's kind of awesome. So there is currently a water against Genasi. I want to say Genasi. Water Genasi, rather fit in form, long hair that flows very much like the river. Seems to be dripping water, not sweating, but sort of just like a general wetness all over. By her fighting style, she is very bold up front, very blue in color, and seems to be wielding a whip out of all things. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do for now.
You don't want to try and paint the scene with you and your mentor?
I'm very bad at doing this shit off command. That's about all I got. You're better at me than that. I just exist.
Ouch. Wait. Don't put yourself down like that.
But you're really good. I'm not a storyteller. I just come up with fun ideas and say you guys can make it look.
Okay. So, there in the current combat is this Water Genasi as you see them. A race that would be unfamiliar to you. Oh no, excuse me. Correct self in Western. Would be relatively familiar to you. Not in direct interactions, but you would have at least seen one or two in your travels from there to here. As they do end up often being sailors and the like. This one currently fighting in concert and paired with what looks to be a slightly older seeming elf, constantly very sharp, short sentences to correct stance, adjust positioning, while at the same time trying to fill in the gaps of in the difference of skill. The best you can gauge with your 0 investigation and your very, very exhausted self, physically speaking, is this is probably a teacher student versus teacher student sort of situation. They are currently paired against a fairly young, probably late teens human, as well as a fairly nimble halfling that is doing their best to correct the human in as polite a manner as possible while staying on the defensive. I need 3d20s from you, Janasi.
Okie dokie.
Now, the first one is representing you, second one your mentor, third one again is you. Apparently you're having a rough time of it today. Probably have been a little pushing your training just a little too hard, and unfortunately the other companion team manages to get the better of you. At which point the elf kind of has to step up and fill in a little more than he was expecting. As a result, probably not quite feel you've learned as much from that particular lesson as you could have. And there's a little bit of that instructor's disappointment as the two pairs break away, and you can see over your shoulder this large metal man just kind of half watching the combat before starting to make their way further up towards the actual physical building that represents the school. Most notably, you will catch they are an adventurer. Carrying a sack. Zealous, continue your way in, and you arrive at the school proper of the School of the Singing Sword. There, the dismissive high elf that was sitting at the table awaiting and basically playing secretary gives you that same dismissive look as your brutish form pushes through the large door.
Wait, it's Delilah?
You actually took the name down?
Yes.
I'm so proud of you. What can I help you with?
I'm here looking for Lana? Songstress Alana?
I'm afraid she's not back from the foray to the north. What's the business you intend?
I wish to tell her something. Something she'll find important.
If it is of urgence, we can attempt a sending.
Sending what?
Stares in goddamn mundane people. Sending, the sending of a message?
How long would that take?
Well, I just have to get one of our couriers. So, few minutes? Just looking at you confused, do you not know sending?
I'm not very good at writing.
You won't need to write. though it would help if I know what message you are attempting to send.
It's one I'd rather give in person.
Very well. I can't say for sure when she'll return. Last told, her and a few of the other of our school were tracking a lead involving that awful situation there by Rheindorf.
What happened at Rheindorf?
I guess you may have been out of town. There was quite the battle, or so I'm told. Legion of the Undead, mass high magic ritual, which does kind of click a few gears in place from the very well told information from Union upon your awakening.
Totally not feeling gypped of an awesome fight. Nope, not at all. Well, if she shows up, I don't really got a place to send things. Yeah, and it's at this moment I realize it's really hard to send or receive letters to Zealous. This is fun.
Would you like me to contact her and see what she has to respond with? Maybe let you know when she's getting back.
Yeah, that.
Okay. About this time, another leather-clad elf comes sort of slipping into the room behind her. It's like, yes, this gentleman would like to contact Master Ilana. So, go ahead and prepare yourself for ascending.
Like me?
Pardon?
Was that directed at me?
It was directed at this.
Oh, okay.
This is Therix. He's one of our couriers. He'll be casting the sending for you. So he would like to know. We'll need to know what you want to say. Standard message data rates may apply.
You couldn't resist,
I
could
had
you?
to. I had
I'm
to.
slightly disappointed in you for that.
I've been resisting like the last 9 times I said sending. Okay.
Tisk.
Anyhow, there is a limit. You can only say up to 25 words, and assuming that they're not preoccupied or something causes the spell to fail, they will be able to reply in kind. So, what would you like to say?
Words are really not my strong point. Basically that there's something you'll want to hear, and at Insolent. Oh, I didn't practice this at all.
You want us to leave that last part out?
Yes, I'm sorry.
If a Warforged could blush. Okay, Mr. Zealous here with important information. what is this information regarding?
I should probably keep it professional. Her student? I think it was a student.
Regarding your student, she pulls her files, flirts. Would that be one? Ideal?
Ideal? Yes.
Okay. You've got 15 words left.
I mean, that's it.
Very well. There you have it. Go ahead. You see the elf behind her focus for a moment and reads out those words exactly so. And because he has the extra words, please respond as soon as able. And he just kind of stands there, waiting. His murderer has already jumped aboard a ship, returning to Innsland, arrive end of week.
Oh, so she knows.
Her eyes are just like saucer wide, like, oh. That might explain the smell. Look, finally realizes you're just carrying a sack. That's not,
Not.
she's pointing at the sack.
It's a part of him.
She manages to keep her composure. These are fighters for the most part. Right. I would see that gets to a temple and cleansed soon. If there's no other business, as stated, she will be back by the end of the week.
Okay, end of week. Sounds good. I think with that I will leave. Thank you, Delilah.
You're welcome. Can I get you anything to drink? What do you mean you don't drink? Please, can I get you something to drink? So, Tempest, you will see the Warforged leaving and making their way away from the school, still carrying said sack. Your practice for the day has been finished. A few marked notes of things you could have improved upon and the like before you are released to go and meet up with your actual combat companion, who apparently is dying just down the hill.
I am still dying. I thought I was muted.
I still dying.
No, you were not.
I noticed.
So, reaching down at the bottom of the hill, you will see.
Wait before he sees me.
Well, he will see Zealous before he sees you, and Zealous will see him unless he, for some reason, is hiding.
No, I am not. I am not a hiding person.
Okay. So, if you'd be so kind to inform Catapult. What are we
I'm
catapulting?
1000% my companion.
He's not an
Just a
object.
tiny pebble. No, I can catapult a tiny pebble.
Okay, I asked, what
Oh.
are you catapulting? You
Oh,
said my
no.
companion. I'm
Sorry.
Like, he.
Even at 9th level, not that strong.
No, I'm sorry. Just a tiny pebble out.
Okay, so definitely catches your eye now. There, Zealous, as I don't think that hits you.
It's a deck save.
Is it? Well, make your deck save then. Yeah, no, statement stands as a pebble comes zipping past your head and is deftly dodged by the otherwise vibrantly orange individual.
Wearing a very nice set of scale mail. Fire Genasi. Joe doesn't carry a pendant of his deity, so that didn't make any sense to Zealous. On his back.
Devious intents don't make sense.
Exactly.
It's me.
There's a spear on his back. And that's me. And as I dodge the pebble, I say, so, I see practice went well today.
I don't want to talk about it.
I see.
Does yours go any better?
About as well as my
Well-
prayers can. Who's that? I point towards the large, zealous man.
Zealous man.
That's an
Clearly not
assumption.
me.
Yeah, clearly not you.
Union just walks by, like, in the background.
Just the oddest of timings. The 12-foot giant paladin stomps past them.
As an adventurer, don't you notice the pin?
I see.
I'm going to be honest, from the perspective of Zealous, these are two people that remind him of the West, and they're pointing and talking about him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no,
Pointy.
that's not
He did.
okay.
Arson pointed.
Yep. I will point out, I think we're both already members of the Adventurers Guild. So we would also have the bronze, I assume.
I don't know. Nowhere in your background that I didn't receive for this specific character.
I had it in mind. Oh wait, no, I didn't. I don't have it in mind. I didn't write that for you.
Yeah,
I can screenshot what he wrote.
Boom. Adventurer.
Also, thank you for the update.
You're welcome. I forgot to copy paste that one. I apologize, but my brain's been a little crap. It's like I've been dying or something.
Stop dying.
Stop it. No more. Shh. No dying.
It's illegal from now on.
I mean, dying voluntarily is technically illegal.
Yes, I'm trying to avoid it.
Anyhow,
Criminal.
yeah, Arson did indeed point at you, and they are in fact best as you can in your. I remind you, 1 hit point state of being.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Don't mention that.
Appear to be talking about you.
I'm just gonna make a wide arc away from walking towards them. I'm not approaching them. Some other day I might.
think when I was at, he was passing by when I was practicing.
Huh.
He had that sack with him too.
Wonder what's in the sack.
Oh no, I'm not asking. Not my problem.
Yeah. But it kind of looks like he's been through shit, so perhaps a helping hand would be he would appreciate.
I have exactly one thing to throw if you get near me. Don't you dare.
What is it? My head?
In a couple rounds, it might be.
I was talking about
It's,
Ideal's head.
Ideal's head.
it's up to you, Arson. You know I go where you go.
You know what? Fortune favors the bold.
That's
Excuse
my
me.
lie.
Shh. I will go and try to catch up with the large metal and wood man. Excuse me, sir. You look a bit out of sorts. Is there anything I can do to help?
Mumbling under my breath, he tells the large metal man he looks out of sorts.
Yeah, you can leave.
I'm gonna chuckle.
Look, myself and my companion are adventurers in what
Whoa,
we
you're not bringing me into this. This is all you.
too late. You're in it.
Fuck.
We are adventurers, and we help people in need.
We do? Oh, right, we do.
Well, good. Go find someone in need.
You look in need.
That is assuming.
He's good at doing that.
Insight check.
Give me a medicine check.
Okay, that's even better.
Pretty beat up, but not biology you've worked with before.
At the very least, I am a cleric. Could I at least attempt to heal some of your very, very many wounds?
Please get punched in the face. Please get punched in the face. This is gonna be great if you get punched.
I'm not gonna lie, that's like option one, but I'm
she
gonna
was.
look at my shoulder?
You're gonna what now?
Look at my shoulder and gesture at it. Can you heal this?
I can try. I will very, very carefully, because I don't want to get punched in the face, reach out and cast Cure Wounds at second level on Zealous' shoulder. $14 hit points to Zealous.
The shoulder is still a ragged mess. But you feel
Okay.
better.
Yeah, it was worth a shot.
Get it fixed. Poor Vigilant out there doing his best.
We're not gonna talk about that either.
Feel a strange disturbance in the force. Anyhow, back at the Adventuring Guild Union, you arrive alone, abandoned by the rest of your compatriots.
Yes.
Who went off to go do their personal business.
Yes. Okay. So you walk in. Look for a look for whomever would or could help him post a wanted ad,
Well,
as in a help wanted ad.
you have the attendants there.
Okay.
Currently manning the desk is the gruff, but
Oh geez, is there literally anyone else?
gruff dwarf. Yeah, nope, it's the gruff dwarf.
Okay.
You can thank the dice.
I don't need to thank them after what Leah did to my team.
Eh,
Okay. Poor FI. Okay. So Union's gonna go over to the desk and say, hello.
Looks up from what you're starting to get a familiar sense of this particular smell with this bittersweet brew sitting in his cup and just stares at you. Oh god, there goes my morning. Yes.
I want to put up a call to adventure.
Representing which party? His non coffee mug holding hand starts like going through files.
We are the rebels of the vanquished.
Sips his coffee, pulls your folder out. All right. Let's go down your member list here. I see Mr. Oliver.
Deceased.
No, he's not.
MIA.
Hey. See Mr. Ideal.
Deceased.
Cause of death.
Decapitation.
Proof of death.
I gave his head to one of my friends.
That's not what you say.
His head does not look up from the paperwork, but you see like the bushy eyebrows kind of slightly lift up, and his eyes just pierce out at you.
Okay, hold on. How do you want me to prove that?
You got his tag?
No, we only found the head.
Jots a note down. Miss Bella.
Now that one is complicated.
Surprise me.
She got turned into a baby.
Turned into a baby. Does not look. Just give you a second look. Proof.
Okay, so she's an orc took her, but it's alright. The orc's with another one of our members. I can bring her here if you'd like.
Orcs. Yes. Unfortunately, children are not allowed to have guild tags. So as soon as you can. Otherwise, there's going to be a fee applied to that.
A fee?
Yes, sir. Failure to comply with guild regulations.
These bylaws are ridiculous. I would like to petition the guild. I'm going to run for guild president. Can I have your vote?
Mr. Zealous.
Alive now.
Fucking adventurers. Mr. Joseph.
Alive.
And I presume that would make you Mr. Union.
I am Union.
Sips his coffee. Alright, members in addition. Where are they at? But no one came in here with you.
No, I want to put up a notice board that we are seeking new members.
Ah. Alright, counting your dead without any additional fees. 10 gold posting. This is more of a deposit for use of the space upon the notice board, of which you receive back 9 gold, depending on the duration of your running ad. Do you accept these charges?
I will accept them.
Jot. fee here. A little bag appears on his desk. Sign
Yeah.
here. You get one-page ad. That will then be presented onto the notice board for the following 10-day period.
Right. And do I get to pick what's the copy?
There's a blank page. There's a quill. Go nuts.
Right. I wish I was here. Get a flair for this sort of thing. Union's gonna pay and sign, and then spend a bit of time trying to make it as dramatic as possible. Lots of sunbursts and stars and.
Do you do this at the dwarf's desk?
Well, no, he'd like go find an empty table.
Just like the whole time he's just coffee in one hand, just staring at you like, dear God, if you draw one more stick figure.
Lots of underline and bold capital letters. Seeking two mighty adventurers. Union will spend some time.
Does that conclude your business?
Yes. So, do I need to bring the baby here, or?
Unless you would like to be found violating regulations of the child laws of service, yes, I highly advise you return the baby and their tag to the Adventuring Guild as soon as possible. For each day henceforth, now that I am aware of the situation, it is a 1,000 gold fee.
Wait, what?
Holy shit.
Thank you.
Does that start tomorrow?
You have until the end of business day for your first day
Oh,
to be
Bond of
counted.
Thunder! Union posts up his beautiful stick figure action drawing. There's one of them that has horns and is like holding up a sword. That's clearly him. Like on top of an elk, and Enigma's there. It's basically just like a poster about Union, and
Of
he
course
then
it is.
and then goes running off in search of Joe and Morgan Thorg.
Fucking adventurers. Next! That's the last thing you hear as you sprint out into the streets. Ridra!
Me.
Hi, Ridra.
Hello.
It takes you the better part of the morning, tracing and trailing through the not so much sketchier, but more underused portions of these cities' infrastructure. Um, Before you start to see familiar signs and directions that lead you first to what appears to be a wooden door, there a slotted hatch about eye level for your standard heighted human. Um, and you've been here before. It is the pretty much the information underground. Um, a few noted knocks that we will not reveal to your party because you know it, they don't.
Yes.
The slot slides open. You're looked up and down. Appropriate phrase, again, not to be revealed to the party, is said. Slide shut, and you can hear the series of multitudes of locks, as well as the hum of a enchanted crystal being removed before the door finally swings open, and you are welcomed down into the gambler's den, the back entrance.
Ridger's back, guys.
There's a few like, whoa, but mostly just a few look at you and go, oh, it's back. Still alive, I see.
Ridger never dies.
Uh, Speaking is this uh, plainly but well tailored dressed halfling manning the short bar. there a selection of beverages behind him, of which you're well aware denotes what kind of services you're looking for or looking to perform.
Gonna hop up and choose the one that is selling information.
Okay. You get yourself a light gin poured heavy. Comes up to a 2 copper fee for service.
Which I pay happily.
Spins the coins and they slip into the bar top itself.
Then I'm gonna pull out my journal.
A few minutes later, a heavy presence settles down next to you. This the air itself is sort of a clinging mass around the otherwise very elder human appearing individual who you've dealt with off and on. Hello there, little kobold.
Hello.
What have you brought this gentleman today?
I brought information about the current party that I have stuck. To be honest, only one of them's kind of interesting.
Oh,
The rest are dead.
the dead have
That's
uses.
yeah,
Did you
that's
get the
true.
bodies?
Was that?
Did you get the bodies?
No, a crazed guy named Orson, I guess, apparently took off with the left the heads though.
He reaches over, takes your drink, and slams it back. When the shot glass settles back down, it rings with the sound of coin inside of it. Seemingly payment for information on Orson.
Sweet.
What else have you got?
Well, speaking of the same situation, one of the live members apparently worked with Orson for some
He,
and is apparently the chosen of Baal and sold his soul recently.
This member's name?
I believe he goes by Union currently. He had another name and I can't recall it. Shatan, something like that.
Interesting. His hand folds palm up, reaching for your journal.
Hand it to him, which also has information on ideal.
Skims it quickly, and slowly, every now and then, you hear another clink of gold being added to the glass. Have you made me a copy?
Of course, that's your copy.
You are indeed one of the smartest kobolds I've ever dealt with.
Thank you. I'm glad someone notices.
Everyone has a use, Ridra, even you.
Thank you.
Do you plan to stay hanging on with this Ball's chosen?
Until he stops being interesting. He apparently has a damaged heart, so it's possible he won't be adventuring because he might die.
That wouldn't do. There's a few heavy taps from his left hand on the table, or the countertop. The halfling scurries over, quick chat back and forth in halfling, before he steps from behind the bar and goes into one of the back rooms. Here rummaging for a moment. A few interested faces are starting to turn your way until another few taps pretty much tell everyone to mind their own fucking business.
Yeah.
It doesn't say who he sold his soul to.
A name was not given. Although they part of the deal to sell their souls, they summoned an ice. So that might have a connection. I'm not sure yet. Haven't found it.
That I will task you with, little Ridra. Would like to know who's trying to play around in my toy house.
Okay.
As for his heart, the halfling returns and puts a little vial in front of you. 1 drop if you want to save him. 2 if you want to help him. You know his idea of help's not very helpful.
Okay. 1 help to save? Or is it 1 save to
1 save, 2 help.
Okay.
We'll be watching, Ridra.
I hope so.
To
That's what Grandpa would have liked.
keep me interested.
Of course.
Next round's on me. And he places a small bag next to your shot glass. The heavy presence fades as he walks away and seems to be lost into the crowd.
Gonna take my payment and head to the Adventures Guild.
Okay. You would arrive just as Union's leaving. Paperwork takes quite a while.
Union by Union.
As he's still sprinting past you.
Wait, so Rudra like walks in.
You hear, "Hi, Union, bye, Union."
Union's gonna turn around. Rudra,
Yeah.
come on, we have to find Baby Bella.
Don't I have to register for the guild?
No, not yet.
Alright, we'll go look
Find
for
Baby
Baby Bella. Where's
We have to find Joseph because he has Baby Bella. Come on, get in the back.
I mean I'd probably okay.
Get in the back.
Get in the bag.
All right, good. Onward.
It'd probably be faster if I looked on
In
my
the
own.
back.
I'm in the bag.
Few give y'all some strange looks, but again, you're at the Adventuring Guild. You're not the weirdest thing around right now.
Now we must away. And it is in the direction that Joseph and Morgan Thorpe went.
Alrighty. By all means, please investigate for me. You may either do so by trying to find traces of them visually or by talking with individuals charismatically.
I try and just ask people in the direction, like ask merchants and whatnot if they saw a man riding a bear, 2 orcs behind him.
Okay, please roll your investigation charisma
I'll help.
with advantage. Okay,
I think the bag kobold is off-putting.
a
It
little.
would have been better if I was alone.
It is late into the afternoon before you actually find yourself stumbling across Zealous, as opposed to finding Joe.
Zealous, hi.
Was that a hi or a half finished sentence?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello, Zealous. You haven't happened to see Joseph, have you?
No.
We need to find him, because we need Baby Bella.
I asked earlier.
Asked her about what?
About taking Bella.
Well, we need her because the guild's going to charge us 1,000 gold.
That sounds like a you problem.
You're in the guild. You know what 1,000 gold buys us? Just about bringing you back the next time you die fighting a wall.
You keep going on about that.
That's pretty funny.
Okay, 1 second while I open back my sheet.
Oh no. Rolling to hit. Listen.
Negatives are
Yep.
my thing.
Union.
A very
Duck
sluggish punch. Almost connects with the kobold in the backpack.
Oh, right. Zealous, I won't bring up the wall. But listen, we need to find Joseph and baby Bella.
Okay, I'm gonna climb out of the backpack and go on my.
Okay, you feel the kobold in the moment of your distraction clamber down your leg and sprint off back into the market.
What?
Ritter, it is not long with your passive for you to manage to get back on the trail and find Joseph is, in fact, heading toward the Adventuring Guild. Or at least last seen is doing so.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start heading towards the adventuring. I could probably tell the two, but it's fine.
Zealous, Union, you've lost, for the record, lost Ridra.
Why does no one listen to me as a leader?
Who made you leader?
Joseph as a bear. Ridra is very small, and that leaves me.
Excuse me.
You were dead.
Oh, I'm gonna open my sheet up again.
Just press up enter.
Oh.
Excuse me, sirs, if you're gonna fight, gonna have to call the guards. Not here in the market.
I'm not fighting. He's just flailing at me.
He did connect, but Zealous, the sheer lack of impact is probably more telling to the truth behind his words than anything he could ever say.
I'm gonna walk away. I'm leaving.
That was your good arm.
Come to insert in name here when you're ready to sleep. We'll have rooms.
Zealous is already gone. He's not listening anymore.
Great, we've lost. I need to find Lizard, the baby, and the addict. He just mutters to himself. And what? I was trying to find Ridra. And the baby, I can't forget about the Lathander cursed baby.
A cleric walking by gives you the stink eye for besmirching a deity's name in such fashion. As
You
the
don't know the
Lathander
day I've had.
Lathander bless you, child.
Lathander bless you.
So first thing that the orange and blue here will note is a bear shows up. He's not on the bear, as a note.
Okay.
He's not riding the bear through the town. He's walking with the bear through the town.
Okay. Is that a bear?
Yes, it is.
And
You're getting
dwarf
better at these seeing things.
with a baby.
Blink. I'm just gonna go inside and see what's on the board.
I still don't know why you question things that come around here, honestly.
I don't think I would learn, but
Come on, let's go find a new adventure.
yep.
For a party of 2, the offerings are fairly slim pickings.
Do we see the
Oh,
quote unquote
yeah,
amazing?
it's great. I would presume he's like stick figure doodled the entirety of the current party.
Yes.
Which so there's an oddly armored looking one with horns, a tiny little squiggle of one, and one that's glowing.
I'm gonna gently tap Arson on the shoulder like several times and then just
Yeah. Please tell me you're interested because I am.
There's 2 openings.
No, I was about
apparently.
to say this is fucking stupid. Who would join?
Well, it's either find somebody to join or have nothing. I don't know about you, but my purse is starting to run a little bit low.
Okay, but that really that they are never going to make a name for themselves.
Well,
The gentleman who showed up with the bear seems to be looking at the same paper and goes, part of me agrees.
See, even he agrees.
is there the bear on the paper too?
Oh yeah.
He seems to just now notice the bear. Squints. Brow furrows in confusion.
Well,
I'm gonna glance from the paper to the dude and then back to the paper.
at the very least, no offense, sir. We could use them as, stepping stones.
I'm-
I said no offense.
Why do you think he would be offended?
Using the group as stepping stones?
You're not. Did you find you? I thought you were talking to the angry dwarf.
No, I was
he's
talking to the Joe.
Oh, fair enough.
That's why Joe's like, just now noticed the stick figure bear? It's like, did Ridger do this?
Richard's a great artist.
Yeah, but he has no reason to believe Uni would make something so childish.
That's fair.
At the very least, it'll be fun.
About this time, Ridger, you come into the guild.
Hey Joe, you need to turn in the baby to the dwarf.
What?
I'm going to just
Because
jaw drops.
apparently they're gonna start charging us like a lot of gold. It's against the law to have a baby as an adventurer. Apparently.
Arson, they recruited a baby. Do you really want to join them? A fucking baby, and they're okay with that.
Roll a stealth check for me, there, Tempest.
Okay.
But both of us?
Well, this is her ability to keep her voice down. With Joe
Yeah.
standing right next to the two of you.
Arrested Joe.
Hey, he notices. I would like to on the record, we did not recruit a baby. She became a baby. And what's this
I'm
about a
not-
bunch
I
of
don't
gold?
know. I don't want to know.
Yeah, like 1,000 gold a day if we don't turn in the baby.
Laura has a conversation with the orcs. They hand you baby Bella.
They hand it to me.
Yeah, I'm busy dealing with our new sign-ups. Apparently, Union put up a help wanted ad.
I'm not in the guild. I'll go over to
Wait,
the
are
dwarf.
you the little one on the drawing? The squiggle here. Is that you?
I honestly have no idea.
It's just a squiggle.
It looks nothing like me.
I'm just trying to figure stuff out here.
Hey, I'm gonna go to the dwarf and be like, here's a baby.
Arson, I'm gonna ask you again. Are you sure?
The dwarf, having just sat back down, we're not an orphanage.
Union said that we had to turn the baby in, or we would get fined 1,000. Also, I want to sign up for the.
By the
what you
way,
said?
Union is zealous. Eventually, he of course will trickle in, so that we have everyone in one place.
Union's gonna see Ridge with
Eventually.
baby just sort of rush over. Thank you, Ridge. Please give that here.
No, you lost it.
I didn't.
The dwarf is
Oh my god,
staring.
they've lost the baby.
I did not lose it. Look, sir. What's your name again?
What is his name again? Fuck.
I don't know. I didn't write this one down for you, but
I don't believe we had a name for him.
He just got really annoyed at the Union the last time we were here.
he got really annoyed at Union 10 minutes ago.
Well, the last time we were here.
Mr. Blackfall will do just fine. What's this about you lost the baby?
Look, our party member, Bella, her, got turned into a baby. She was never lost.
You've
She
got
was
her
always
tag?
in. What? I don't. Did we take Bella's stuff?
It was melted.
Everything she had burned.
Well, you see, her rank, her tags were melted in a fire.
So they're made of magically enchanted materials.
I know. It was a magical fire.
So let me see if I understand this correctly, sir.
Oh no.
About an hour ago, you presented to me that multiple members of your party are deceased. One is missing in action.
Yes.
One was, and I quote, turned into a baby.
Yes, that is this baby.
Arson, are you listening?
Yes.
Are you sure about this?
Yes.
Because this is a very tiny fucking stepping stone.
I'm still right here.
He has a bear.
You can pet the bear later.
Or we could just
Possibly.
join the group.
You're
So,
gonna kill me.
Mr. Union, how am I to confirm that this baby is indeed not some stolen baby presented by a unmentioned kobold?
I am Ridra.
This is
Jots
Ridra.
it down.
She is not formally a member of the guild, but she would like to join.
Oh, I need to join the guild, please.
How am I to confirm that this is indeed a Miss Bella and not? Excuse
She
me, sir.
speaks.
And you look behind, you turn behind, and there is Bella's teacher.
Oh no.
Oh thank God. This is probably best case scenario for the party.
He looks just exasperated. You would
Who is
think
this?
individuals who go to the market would spend more than 3 minutes in the market.
You would think that, yeah.
Madame Bellatrix, are you well? The baby shakes her head.
She? Clearly.
Mr. Union, you
Yes.
should probably get that checked out. And he's pointing at your chest.
Union looks down. I am aware of the damage my heart has sustained.
Miss Ridra. And he just gives you a painfully knowing look.
I don't know what you're talking about. Actually, rather, Can I help you?
He steps over, leans, and has a very hushed conversation with the dwarf. You're welcome to try and listen in if you would like.
I would.
Can I?
That was directed at the party as the gathering as a whole.
Icy sounds.
Oh, all right then. Uh huh. Uh huh. Very well. Well, thank you for coming all this way. I very much honored by the presence. The man just gives a soft bow, glances over the party, looks down at the baby, and holds a hand out. My pupil, please.
I hand the baby over.
No. Withdraw.
Takes the baby.
What's going to happen to her?
I am sorry, are you presuming that a man of my capabilities is unable of raising a already matured baby?
I'm going to be honest, completely out of character. I have no idea who this is.
This
I
Bella's
was saying,
teacher who
do
can
you
read all
remember
minds.
Bella saying she had a teacher?
And that she didn't like it. He was a jerk.
Considering the state of her being while having traveled with you lot, I assure you she's in much better care.
Bella was fine around me.
Ray took very good care of her, thank you very much. Sat on her and everything to keep her.
He's dead.
I know, but still.
As for you, my metal friend, I hope your visit across the veil was enlightening. Have a good day.
What veil?
He walks out. As he holds Baby Bella looking over his shoulder, you're fairly sure she's glaring at Union.
I was the best uncle.
He seems like a nice person.
Ian turns back to the dwarf. So I assume that handles any business of a fine, silly things like that.
just like the nervous wiggle. Yes, thank you to the Archmagis's testimony on your behalf. We are in the understanding that your presence at Rheindorf included that of a highly volatile magics which destroyed a Madame Bellatrix's adventuring tag, and as a result, absolve you of the pending fine for child endangerment.
You guys endangered a child?
Stares at the kobold.
Stares at the kobold.
I'm not in this party.
Stares at Union.
Let the
Now,
legal documents know I'm not in this party.
Yeah,
as
that was out
far
of character.
as registering of members, he turns the he still has your folder there because Y'all really weren't gone more than like 20 minutes. Hasn't had a whole lot to do. It's been a pretty slow day. Who are you registering?
This is Ridra.
Hi, I'm Nibble.
What? This is Nibble.
I nibble on things.
You've introduced yourself 3 times already as Ridra.
I go by different
Miss-
names.
Miss Kobold. In fact, I have it here on my notes already.
Yeah, I go by different names. I
What do you-
forgot I'm in Insulin and I go by Nibble here.
Okay. You'll be issued an adventuring tag under the registered name you are about to give me.
Okay,
If it is a false name, it's not going to be pleasant for you.
it's not false. It's my name. It can't be false.
Oh, this is gonna
Puts
be.
the tip of the quill down and starts to write. Fishes in a drawer and hands you a. I gotta remember what a porcelain pen.
Awesome. I'll pin it to my jacket.
As you have not at any point in time informed the DM of a secondary persona,
Nope.
I need a wisdom save at disadvantage. As a surge of psychic, painful energy courses from your fingertips when you touch this pen, runs from fingertips up to your brain.
Oh,
You
For
did
a,
roll a 20
for
second.
a total of 20 psychic damage.
oh.
And the dwarf is just staring. Right, Miss Nibble.
I'd like to amend my application, please.
Thought so. That will be a 30 gold amendment fee.
Here you go. It's fine.
Scoops the money and it slips into a bag that appears. Fills out the paperwork. Gives you a new pin. The one that's on the ground as you dropped it just shatters in place. It is still porcelain.
Very hesitantly going to touch it.
It doesn't bite you.
Okay, good. I don't want to die.
That was the low end of damage.
That would have been the worst way to die.
Yeah, it's like, I'd like to join the
Yeah.
guild, please. Blech.
I want to put down a fake name, Death.
See, the thing with Ideal was he believed he was Ideal. That was what he mostly went by up top.
It was his name upon the mortal plane.
Yeah.
Now, is there any other business? You lot. I'm sorry. I told you earlier we don't have anything for just 2.
Well. I see this poster here.
Arson.
Yes, hello.
Hi, I'm
Hi.
Arson. This is Tempest.
You are-
Arson.
Zealous, you are
Yeah,
right there
who?
for the record, in case you want to act upon a certain pre-designated statement.
Which one? I made many.
A familiarity of name. And lack of description.
Oh, I told you that one?
Yep.
We would like. We were wondering if we could join your party.
I'm looking at Union. Since he said the name like 50 times on the way back.
Yes,
Out of character, I'm staring at Union.
Union destroy guns to Zeus. What is it, Zeus?
I look back at Arson.
Oh god.
Extermination mode activate.
I am not green.
Just gonna walk over. Hi, I'm Ridra.
Hi, Rendra.
Hi, Ridra.
We're gonna be good friends. You guys
Don't
look
worry.
nice. What secrets do you have?
Ridra,
I'm not telling you any secrets. I literally just met you.
That'll change.
Ridra, please. Zeus, it's Orson, and this is your name is Arson.
Yes.
That's just weird.
Oh, he changed a letter.
Ridra, this man is orange and brown and fiery. Orson is green.
Yes, I know.
I think he meant
Not
Zealous.
Ridra. Whatever all your names are. Zealous. The same thing. The bad one is green. If he ever turns green, get him.
I
Before I
mean,
pry him off into a lizard.
I've known lots of people to
You-
change how
He
they look.
just said get him.
If he turns green.
Yeah, but you assume I listen to everything?
Then get him.
No.
AC 17.
I was
Is
actually
that
gonna
with or
start.
without a shield? Arson?
With
So
15 without.
at the moment.
Oh,
As this individual you met just this morning apparently attacks you.
I already felt kind of shifty around him.
Yeah, and now he's saying he's Orson?
I said Arson.
What did Zealous hear?
That's the problem.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start off with that glorious grapple check. I'm sad at these.
Let's start with an insight check.
Yes, yeah, that's a good roll. Here's my insight.
Would you like to use a 16 on the die for your insight?
16.
You rolled a 16 on the die there.
Sure.
So 16 plus your insight is
Currently -3.
okay.
Oh no.
I imagine total.
You have no current reason to disbelieve that Union is certain this is not Orson. More because this guy is not nearly as threatening as the limited description would lead you to believe. Act upon that as you wish.
I believe the action to act upon that would be the lack of acting on it.
So there's that sudden surge of shoulders, quizzical in that expressive, expressionless face. Kind of just stand down a little. Could you lot just stop tying up the board?
Right. I move away from the board.
Yeah, Union will fall. Sort of glancing over at Zealous before turning back to
Another party
the two
moves in,
newcomers.
starts looking at. A couple point at the poster, like, what the fuck is this shit?
Alright,
That's what I was saying.
so you two saw the poster? Union
Yes.
is very pleased about this. Money well spent.
If you could call it that.
Yeah, you should probably work on your drawing skills there, friend.
This is a job interview, and you come here and insult my drawing skills?
I am giving advice.
I
Oh
think
no,
it
I'm
looks
full on
amazing.
insulting them.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, I will keep note of that.
Don't say them, you're insulting him.
I think
Yeah.
it looks good.
Yeah,
Union.
Joe chimes in. Yeah, I had nothing to do with that.
I will also note that one of you appears to be diseased.
Well, sir,
Make
any of my
another mark.
coughing has been out of character, and I am flipping you off.
Whoa.
The player, not the character.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you are Arson, and who are you? He looks at the water genasi.
I'm Tempest.
You are Tempest, or I'm Union.
Blink. Blink.
Right. Now, you wish to join us?
Yes.
Depending.
I'm getting some mixed messages. But, well,
If you're
very good.
judging us by him, you're judging us wrong.
That's very rude.
I agree.
Idra,
I like
With
that
Zealous.
one. I'll motion towards Zealous. I like that one.
Do you like me?
You're kind of cute.
Ah, thank you. I think we should take him on.
what can you do, both of you?
Well, both of us are relatively seasoned fighters. I am a
Relatively.
compared to a lot of people.
Relatively.
Yes. We are both. We both have powers of the arcane and divine at our backs. I follow Saloon.
I follow where he goes.
I can heal. I can bring down holy fire.
You are a priest.
Yes. By the way, Halfling just pinned a few notices to the board.
Ah, that is interesting, I suppose.
I'm gonna look at what he posted.
Alright, thank you, Rudra.
You're welcome.
Then what of you, Tempest?
Ritra, let me know what it said.
Okay.
What do I do?
Yes. What are your skills?
I fight.
Ha!
She also does magic.
Yes, I do magic as well. Usually magic is in the fighting. Thank you.
I also use a blade and have some magical abilities.
I have never
don't-
seen you use a blade.
What are you talking about?
You always
don't-
refuse fights. No, don't hit me.
That is not exactly.
He's changed since then.
Rudra!
Like a bold shout from the board.
Also, I don't use a blade. I'm a bit more skilled.
More what?
I'm a bit more skilled.
There's skilled people with the blade. I need to buy more deck.
Do your powers come from your divinity? An extra planar force? Are you self-taught?
It comes from a shit ton of hard work and training.
Hmm.
What was that for?
Well, I get my abilities from my oath sworn to Lathandar, Lord of
Oh,
Rebirth.
you? You didn't have to work for what you have. I had to work really fucking hard for. I don't sit there, kneel down, and pray and go, "Oh, Thandar, give me power." No, I spend hours a day training to get.
I murdered my brother.
passing by a cleric
I've murdered many.
was about to flick Tempest in the back of the head, and instead it just continues stomping off, glaring at Union.
I just blink at Union.
And I've murdered many in the arena.
Hold up, Union, you did what?
Zealous, there's much you missed.
Yeah, like the fact that you have a brother?
I believe had is the key word.
Union just glares at Arson.
I'm gonna smile at Arson for that comment.
You got a brother and then you killed him?
Zealous,
Arson, are you sure you want to join here?
I will explain later, but there are reasons for my oaths and why
I would like to know
avoid
too.
violence.
Coming back with some papers.
Did you steal those?
Excuse me, they're job postings. Steal these. Gee.
See, there's so much trust in this party.
Do I look like some kind of common thief or something? Jesus. Anyway.
Well, so we have a priest and a fighter.
So there are there's a goblin fort.
Ridra.
Do you want to know what jobs were there?
Take a chill pill.
I do, Ridro. What was?
Thank you. There's a goblin fort to the southwest, and a dungeon to the northeast, and also there is a training dungeon that specializes in mundane traps.
That one seems a bit below.
That's what I said. What? So I got the normal dungeon one, right? Kind of waving it.
Yeah, but the encampment sounds like a lot of fun.
Tempest, awesome. Stay here, please. Everyone else, come over to a corner with me.
We're not recruiting them?
We are voting.
Oh, he's putting himself in timeout.
I think he made your friend mad.
Zealous, we will talk later, okay?
But you're pulling us aside to talk now.
Yes, about them. Do we want to let them join?
Yeah, sure, they seem nice enough.
Will they?
A little snooty for my taste, but it's fine. They probably have plenty of secrets to steal.
I mean, it's that or
what
we recruit we sign the orcs up. They at least been trustworthy. He stares at Ridra.
I have not betrayed the party yet.
The orcs are bound to you, Joseph.
That was just him taking a jab at Ridra.
And also, I would suggest we take one of these jobs and then spend the night like at an inn or something, get to know each other. Because it's pretty good to get to know each other when you just start working together, because then you work better together when you're doing the work that you got to do together.
Sounds impure.
What?
Thank you, Matt. Now, votes.
I vote for him.
Okay. Zealous?
If they're willing to overlook you, I'll take them.
Zealous, we will... Come on, Zealous. We'll talk. Joseph.
Votes in the affirmative as a pop-up doll.
You know, Zealous, I think I agree with you. Union is kind of a jerk. But I say we get these guys, and I'm going to walk over. Hey, you're hired.
Yay.
Yippee.
The dwarf is still has your folders. Like, come on, get this over with.
I go over to the dwarf.
I'll follow along.
All smiles.
I gotta go over there too. Actually, I'm not actually part of the party.
Unenthusiastic.
Actually, no, you are now because of the porcelain tag,
Oh, good.
which he'll ask for Arson and Tempest for your tags.
Gift tag.
Hand it over.
Jots down on their party file, hands you back your tags. All right. Who is currently the speaker for your party, anyways?
That's me.
You just joined and you're porcelain, so no. Next.
Okay.
You can tell
I
the dwarf is like resisting all racial instincts to put you in the ground.
I won't speak for the party.
I really don't think you should.
Wow.
Tempest is just gonna smile and lean against the desk as if this is the best sitcom.
Why
So
is that,
I guess
Silas?
I guess you. He points at Joe. Sorry, Joe.
You could have pointed at me, just saying.
Nope, you two are nitpicking. It's like Joe's over there minding his own damn business. It's gonna be him. All right. Recent commendations will be applied to your party. Unfortunately, you don't currently have the physical capacity to carry the reward slated. Please check back in the morning and the funds will be ready for you.
How much was the reward?
Looks up over the desk down at the kobold. I'm sorry, I'm speaking with the de facto leader at the moment. This is a place of business. We work this organization here.
Joe asks how much is the reward. I am trying, but
All told, he'll be coming in bar form, equivalent to 20 trade bars, or quick version of the day. Current value would put it at 200 plat.
okay. Nice.
Now, of course, that is for the previously commended party, i.e., those who operated there were in the fields of Rheindorf, while members of the party.
I have a feeling you have something against me.
Shit, they actually do make money.
Stairs.
I haven't done a single thing to you, sir. I'd ask
Didn't you
to
lie
please-
about your name?
I have not done a single thing to you, sir. I did that to myself.
No, but that was. You're right, though. That was pretty funny.
Oh, this is going to be a very interesting.
But yes, unfortunately, like I said, we'll have it ready for you come the morning. You can thank the Archmagus for including you in commendations. I would be sure to pay your due respects. Anyhow, there's no other business. It appears that your current roster is now full. We have marked Oliver removed on friendly terms as per the divined information. Are there any other amendments to your current roster you need to make? Joe just so no. All right. Please return in the morning to acquire your trade bars. Thank you for your time.
Yay. Now let's go to the end and
And he
Oh,
then
wow.
makes a shooing motion, totally not aimed at the kobold.
I feel discriminated against.
put my hand on Ruta. Probably should a little bit.
This is why I never joined adventures. They're all jerks. And,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
kind of grumble and leave.
Now let's all go find an inn. get to know each other a little bit, relax.
As
Yeah,
like
no, that is
Mark
definitely not.
As, like,
Relax.
Union and Zealous are in the anime, like their eyes are locked and like little lightning.
Oh no,
bolts.
Zealous has freaking just walked off.
With Ideal's help.
Storm. Yeah, stormed off to go to his usual haunt.
So
Union will
Oh,
surprise-
that's
decidedly
gonna go
in the-
well.
Union will decidedly go in the opposite direction toward Grandma's house.
You're not gonna come drink with us?
No.
You don't want to like learn about your new people?
I'm going to a place where there are lovely baked goods and people that give a shit about me. Union just stomps off.
I'm gonna follow.
Hang on, is there a small object I can grab and throw at Union's head?
Gee,
You have
I can
one
catapult
health. You
something.
Not
better watch
anymore.
it.
Thanks to
I
the
can catapult
cleric.
something.
Nope,
God
he has
damn it,
15.
cleric.
What?
You have 15 health.
Oh, what about that?
So make an improvised range attack as you pick up
Uh.
a nearby vase of a potted plant.
I don't remember what that was.
Just a strength attack, including your current -4. Which does not manage to beat Union's armor class as a potted plant smashes against your shoulder, Union.
Union stumbles and just spins on his heel and glares at Zealous. What?
No, that was it.
wait up, Union, I'm following you.
Union just glares at Zealous before spitting out a thunder bless you. In a way that he really means it. Before turning and stalking off through the darkness, through the streets.
Okay. So we will fade to black with Arson, Tempest, and Joe going to find an end. Go and get away from all of that crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do find your favorite inn. Pastries are there and presented.
Oh, Union's
Um,
never gonna leave.
She gives you a little bit of a guilt moment of, oh, you look so beat up. What are we just like
Wait, I
grandma's
thought
you
she
so
died
hard.
to the vampire.
You never confirmed she died.
Good point.
Grandma's alive.
Grandma's immortal.
Hi, I'm Ridra.
Oh, aren't you just precious? This one might be a little hard on your teeth, but here, there you go.
Oh,
It
thank
even
you.
gives you a little pinch on the cheek.
It's nice to be loved for once.
Now,
Union just like slumps in to a chair, like a glass of your finest ale and some pastries, please.
you get a nice, tall, cold glass of milk and a warm bowl of soup.
This is the best thing Union could ever ask for in this movie.
I'm so gonna practice swordplay. Or not swordplay. What do you call it? Practice with my whip before bed.
Oh, whoops. That
Because
was
I
supposed to be
failed
the same.
at training today, so I gotta freaking make up for it and like practice and a couple extra hours.
What is that, Ridra? Are you stealing the soup?
Don't worry about it.
Are you taking Union's spoon, like, as he's trying to eat his soup?
Don't worry
No,
about
you
it.
have the spoon. You go down to like do the little scrape, and you hit the table.
And he just
Like,
looks,
Ridra's just
and Rendra
pouring the
totally doesn't
soup,
have a
like,
bowl in her
into her
hands.
bowl.
No.
Into her mouth.
Just nudge the bowl like 3 inches out of the way.
Union just sighs.
My
Oh,
work is
Ridra and
done.
Tempest are going to be such good friends.
Once my work is done, I'm going to go ahead and take another pastry. That's my plan for the night.
Have a good night, dearie.
Thank you. You too.
Oh, you know what? Here, one for the road.
Oh, you're too nice.
She is obnoxiously nice. And that
Considering how Bella gets treated, or not Bella, it's nice.
that is where we will fade to black as Zealous finds himself at the doorsteps from the long denied Brawlers Guild.
This is gonna go well.
Our
For
sons of God.
Zealous.